Wyvorn W3 has arrived! So today for our Beyblade. So before we continue, huge thanks to Hasbro Canada and Hasbro USA for making this possible. Today I'll be taking a look at Wyvorn W3. This is a switch strike top. So we've so far only done the set and we have this bay. We also did gameplay on the switch strike bays. Check out our videos on that. If you want about QR codes, separate video on that. But yeah, I'm really excited. So let's look at this. So here we have Wyvorn W3, also known as Tempest Wyvron W3. The actual bay, which is Tornado Wyvern, the name change is just the Tempest Wyvron. That's fine. So the actual bay, Tornado Wyvern, comes from a random booster, which for those who don't know, is basically like this box. There's 8 bays in total. There's 1 prize bay, and the rest are just random combinations. The prize bay was Tornado Wyvern, is for the B80. And yeah, so really cool. Switch strike, if you don't know what it is, it's basically the ability for the actual god bay. So for this one, it'd be like the layer with the little blades, and then after the atomic driver. So yeah, comes with a LR launcher, which I love. Packaging is really nice. I love the new design for the packaging. You even see Wyvorn W3 hitting on Satum S3. That's really cool. I like that. Also, I recommend you get the burst tap. It's really fun to play with. And yeah, so now we're going to take a look at the back. So now we are at the back, and we got our energy layer, which is Wyvorn W3, also known as Tempest Wyvron. The actual ability, like I said, it's a little blade that makes contact called spinning ring roller ball movement, so that's just atomic. So you got DR27, and yeah. So they call it the 2-part forged disc. It's just, they call it that, but there's supposed to be a disc and a frame, but they just combined it both, I guess. So 4G for Goliath, and we got a performance tip, which is just atomic. And yeah, again, it looks fairly accurate. We're gonna open it and we'll compare it to the TAKARA TOMY version. But oh yeah, also another thing before we actually continue, just to read off the stats. I know probably some might think it's pointless, but still, 0 for attack, 1 for burst, 10 for defense, 5 for stamina, 2 for agility, 7 for weight. And yeah, also beyblades.com, go to that. Really recommend it. Yeah, as well as the app. And yeah, so now we're actually gonna go and compare it. So we're now going to go part by part. On the top we have Tempest Wyvorn W3, and on the bottom we have Tornado Wyvern. And the one thing I really do love with the switch strikes tops and anything that's coming out of Evolution so far is how fairly accurate they are to the original TAKARA TOMY products, being very close to the anime accurate colors. And with a few minor differences, I think it's pretty solid. So the big difference between the layers, at least, is for starters, I think the mold is a little bit different, because when I'm looking at certain parts, it looks a little different. It could just be because some parts don't have like the little lightning bolts or like the little gradients on it. But I do think the layers are slightly changed with the mold a bit. The God chip is unremovable for the Hasbro one. I do not know if it's because of the QR code that's there. Even then, like, doesn't really make too much of a difference, but I don't really know. It's like small. I don't know what they'll do for the God chips. Maybe they'll release like layers in the future where you could customize it, or maybe they'll just make it where it's just specifically one bay will have a middle God chip or a strike God chip, etc. But fairly accurate. Really like this layer. I like it. It's like a little bit more reddish, I would say, reddish pinkish. This one's a little bit more like light pinkish purple. Disc, both are 4. Good job. Frame, both of them are Goliath. This one's a little bit more saturated, which I do like it's a little bit more greenish. For this one, for the driver, both are atomic. It's like the same color. This one's just a little bit more transparent. Actually, this one's more of a limeish green. This one's more of a little bit, yeah, this is more yellow. But again, fairly accurate, really good job. Last detail to mention is, of course, instead of it having a slope, it has like slightly half teeth, I guess. Just to show, because for the TAKARA TOMY one, they actually do have teeth. For the Hasbro one, they don't have teeth. And teeth is just like a little click, so I guess now we can actually hear the clicks. It's not just like you turn it, you hear nothing. And yeah, so we're gonna assemble these bays and we'll just do a little test launch. Here the bay is fully assembled. Well, actually, well, they're fully assembled. Pretty cool. Really like it. And yeah, so the switch strike ability for this, again, little blades, and I guess it's the atomic driver because this is like new, at least for Evolution. I like it. It's like when you look at it, it's like so close. There's like only really small things that you can notice that are a little bit different, but I like it. Anyways, we'll just do a little test launch. Let us now do our test launch. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Whew, I like it. Another thing to mention, because I don't think I mentioned in the unboxing, there's 3 pockets in here, and there's one that's, there's no pocket, and there's just one where it's support. And I think they did that. It's not for cost or anything. I think it's because it's sort of a cool idea, because there's 3 pockets, but there's a chance where you could get knocked into this side, and like, it's not over finish. Yeah, this bay looks nice, by the way. I like it so much. Yeah, Switch Strike bays, I'm loving it so far. I can't wait to see the other products like Fafnir F3, Roktavor R3. Excited to see all that other stuff. I really love what they're doing with the Switch Strike tops. Really am loving Tempest Wyvron W3. Stay tuned for more awesome battles and unboxings. We're just getting a lot this week from all the app gameplays and like the other products. But yeah, super fun. Like the video, share it with your friends. Subscribe if you want to see more awesome burst content. And huge shout out to Hasbro Canada and Hasbro USA for making this video possible. And also, if you already are subscribed, make sure you click that bell to notify for uploads. And as always, have an awesome Tempest Wyvron day.